Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would do a quick introduction, kind of a tutorial on how to use a program called Gliffy in order to do the data model questions. Now for this example I copied the first question from chapter 4. It is which students are majoring in history and English. So the structure of these questions are going to be a little bit different. They're not going to describe a question to you and then you have to create a model. What instead is you are going to have to create a model that can answer this question. So the question is which students are majoring in history. We are going to create a data model that somebody could then use to run a query against to find out which students are majoring in history. So we're going to use a program called Gliffy. You can just go on Google Chrome and don't go to the Gliffy website, but go to the Gliffy diagrams in the Chrome web store. So we can open that right up. It will take a second to load and then we can add the extension to Chrome. It'll take just a minute to download and install, but it should really prove no problem whatsoever. And there it is, it's already up. And as you can see, if we go back to the Chrome Web Store, there's a button to launch app, or if we go into this Chrome's //apps, it has it right here. So since this is already up, let's go ahead and launch it. Now, when you first open Gliffy, it'll ask you to register your product. Now, if you want, you can put your name and email in here, but to be perfectly honest, you can put anything you want. So I'm going to create a fake name and a fake email. Agree to terms, don't send me emails, and register. And then it's going to show you some tips. It's pretty simple. You can drag and drop. You can draw connectors. You can add text, change colors, fonts, customize, and even add your own images if you want. It's pretty straightforward and it's pretty good. So let's get started. Now bringing back the question, which students are majoring in history? Which students are majoring in English? So to me, it looks like we're going to have two different entities for this data model. One for students and one for majors, or rather departments. So let's bring out two boxes, or rather, you can click down here and there's all sorts of different boxes and connectors. So we can go down to entity relationships since that is the type of diagram we'll be making. Or if you want, you could probably get away with UML, but let's stay with entity relationship. And let's bring out two entities. And let's edit this text. Let's call this one student. And we can even make that bold and underline it. And we can make this one department. And again, we can make it bold and underline. Now, for the purpose of this assignment, I'm not going to really get into attributes. You will probably want to add a couple more than I'm adding here, but just make sure that you have what you think you would need. So the first one would obviously be an ID, and the second one could be a name. Let's do first name. Now again, you're probably going to want to add more attributes onto this, and you can add more attributes onto this by selecting another one of these boxes and just kind of sticking it on the bottom. And so here I could add this, change this to last name, and then maybe have email or phone number, something along those lines. And over here on department, again, I'm not going to worry about it too much this time. For now, I'm just going to put ID and name. So when you do these assignments, rarely will there be a time where you have to put in a certain amount or certain attributes. It's really going to be up to you to kind of think, well, how many attributes would I need to answer this question? And it's always better to put more than to put less. So in this case, I'm putting a little bit more than I would probably need. I have the student's name and contact information, and then I just have the department's name. And again, if I wanted to add more attributes, I could just grab another one of these boxes. If I just wanted to add one more attribute, I could grab one of these boxes and add maybe the person in charge, so the department chair, or maybe the building that it's located in. It doesn't matter. But for now, we're not going to worry about that. So now we have both of our entities created, and all that's left is to get the relationship. So if a student has a major, we have to think a student can have, let's assume, 0 or 1 majors. They can't have any more. So we know that we're probably going to be wanting to look for the crow's foot that has a single line and an empty circle. Now you can see here it gives you a little tooltip when you hover over it that really helps. So this one you could have many, this one you could have 0 to 1, this one you could have 1. But a department, well, could have many students. But if we're taking into account, let's say, facilities management as a department, then they could also have 0 students. So a department could have 0 or more students. So we're going to look for one of these that on one side has 0 to 1, and the other side has 0 to many. And that's this one right here. So we can click and drag this one right out. Now, remember, you're going to want to read it kind of left to right. So because a student can have 0 or 1 department, we're going to put it that way. And because department can have 0 or many students, we'll put it facing this way. And just like that, we've created a simple diagram to answer this question. And then you can just hit File, save as a JPEG or as a PNG, whatever your preference. Call it what you'd like. I'm going to call this example. I'm going to hit save. And just like that, if my computer would open it, you have the image that you can upload directly to the website if you need it, to the website to submit. And that's pretty much it. So as you can see, Gliffy is pretty simple. Just don't download it from the Gliffy website itself, just do it from the web store and you'll be able to use it without any issue. If you would like to instead draw a diagram, you can do that as well. Go ahead and draw the diagram on a piece of paper, just make sure everything is included and clear and legible, and then you can just take a picture and upload it. So when you upload these, please upload them as a picture. I believe you can save these as kind of like a Gliffy file, which is great if you're going to work on it later, but not great if we're going to try to open it and grade it. So remember to save it as an image and upload the image. So to upload the diagram that we've made, we can open up the My Educator website, and you can go to course assessments, and this will bring up all of the homework assignments and quizzes and whatnot that are due on My Educator. So you can scroll down to where the assignment is. This one is, for example, here in chapter 4. Click on the assignment name. Here you can see the question that we were just working with. Then all you have to do is click select file, find where you saved it. I saved mine on the desktop, called it example. Hit open, and then it automatically uploads it. And then you do that for all of the problems, and when you're done, you just hit submit. So that's all for today. I hope it helped you understand better how to do these assignments. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact your teacher or the TAs. Thank you.